Well, in regards to burns, my initial hospital stay was 1 year in the burn center and another year in rehab. From there, I was adopted by a nice lady named Jacqueline McGear.
Oh, so your aunt was your legal guardian then?
Yeah, because DHS took me away from my mom for child abuse.
Oh.
And that was picked up from my aunt. I was with her 9 months before the burns happened.
Oh, okay. Wow, so a year in the hospital and then a year in the rehab hospital.
Yes. And to this day, I still go back and forth for skin grafting. I still go back for infections.
Wow, for skin graft. Because of the infection, right? Because you have to keep having like skin graft.
Yes. Well, when they did my skin graft, then St. Christopher's left 165 staples in both legs and feet. So that's why I get
the staples on your legs, right?
Yep, they're still there.
Oh my gosh, I had those things on my neck too. Are they still there? Are they like, responsible for any of your discomforts?
Yes, they are.
You think so?
They are the reasons why I get the infections.
Really?
And there's nothing we could do about it.
Huh. That's interesting. So you go for skin grafts and the infection, the different infection phases, right? Because you have to be in the hospital for those. When you have infection, they do intravenous, right? Intravenous for.
Yeah, I have my port right here. Because I get the infection so often,
yeah.
I have no IV access, so they have to use the port. So in 2008, they put the port in.
Oh. Yeah, when I have surgery too, now I have to have a PIC line. Have you ever had those too?
They couldn't
PIC
get them in.
No way.
No, we tried and we couldn't get those.
So PIC line, really? So the port is like on the inside, they put it to...
Yeah, it's a needle about shaped like an L, and it just sticks in. And then every 7 days, they have to change the needle out.
Oh my gosh. Still now, every 7 days?
Every 7 days. So when I'm in the hospital, every 7 days, I have to get changed out.
But when you're not in the hospital?
It gets flushed every 30 days.
So you have to go to the hospital every 30 days?
Yeah, every 30 days, have to go and they have to flush it out.
So the port is, it's inserted in your chest?
Yes. Like there's a permanent cath or port inside the chest that goes into the main artery. And then from there, what they do is they go, and when it has to be accessed, they stick the needle and access that port. And now that needle stays in the chest, and it's bandaged and everything, so that bacteria can't get in it. But now you have a point of access, and they give you all your antibiotics, they give you your pain medication, they give you fluids through that.
Okay.
So now I don't have to be stuck like a guinea pig.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like... Forget it. Oh my gosh, it's so painful when they oh my gosh. I tell you, some stories we have about those things, it's like, sometimes they would stake me so much, because that here is the only place where they can get veins. And now those veins don't work, but before, they'll be poking me so much, my hand will be so swollen.
Yes, exactly, and they don't care.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
They don't care at all, and it's a shame.
It's crazy.
But that's part of my job, is fix healthcare so that healthcare is better for people.
I know, I mean seriously, that's such an important thing that you're doing, because it's
it's like how far are you willing to go to make this a better world?
Mm-hmm.
To make this a better society to live within, to raise children, so that your children, and then can go have their children, and then your grandchildren can go have their children, so that it's a continuous cycle of life.
Exactly. Try to make it, a lot better for them.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
it's like, seriously, things are really messed up.
So, yep.
They're really messed up.
Let me see if I have it for me. I think I have my oath of office.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do. This is why I love USB drives.
Oh my gosh. That goes down.
Because it comes in handy when you have them and you're able to use them.
Oh, the.
Flash drives.
Oh, I know. Those things are perfect. That's good.
I love my flash drive.
They're like so awesome. You can just like, as long as you can find a computer, you have everything you need right in there.
Well, the good thing is that we save everything on the flash drive because those bastards took the 2 computers out of the car that they shouldn't even taken.
Really?
Yeah,
They took them?
They took my fire gear. They took a GPS unit.
Huh?
They took the car. They took my laptops. They took a portable radio. They took my UNID card. They took my office ID card. They took my membership cards, and they took the credit cards.
What?
Yes.
So they give it to you like?
No, still haven't gotten them back yet. I have to go and get new ID cards.
Are you serious?
And luckily we keep computers within the warehouse at an undisclosed location. But yeah, I have to go get a new computer. I have to go through all this.
Unbelievable. I mean, there has to be some damage. They have to reimburse you for all those things. I mean.
So this is the oath of office. It says, this is what we ask people to repeat and recite. One is the mission statement. The purposes of the Office of the Commissioner for Burns, the OCB, is to promote international peace and security, and to that end, assist at the international level member states with issues pertaining to health and human services, nuclear disarmament, burn set of policy management, necessary support, ensure positive access to education and health care. In addition, eradication of discrimination based upon race, sex, creed, and or national origin. Furthermore, public safety management, which includes direct assistance and policy support, i.e. law enforcement, fire, and EMS services. In addition to the above, humanitarian response to all emergencies when an event has caused great loss of life or threatens to cause such. Moreover, educational services in the areas of human rights, disability and burn awareness, fire and burn prevention, prevention of violence, and sexual assault against women and children. And that's prevention of violence, not prevention. To develop friendly relations with governments of member states, which are based upon mutual respect for one another. Achieve international cooperation and solve international problems of an economical, social, cultural, or humanitarian character. Promoting as well as encouraging respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. Agree to the aforementioned mission. I, Brandon St. Jones McGarrett, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the principal mission of the Office of the Commissioner for Burns, and to the best of my abilities preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the member states. I do hereby reaffirm my allegiance to the citizens of the member states and to the administration of the Office of the Commissioner for Burns. Furthermore, I will faithfully execute the office for which I possess to the best of my abilities with genuine care to the overall mission of the Office of the Commissioner for Burns without any minimum reservations or enemy. And then it says, so help me God. And then it's sealed and signed. And so that was that one. Now, I got to do this in Rome. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. How long ago was that?
I got sworn in. I got appointed July 8th, 2008. Got sworn in July 8th, 2009.
Wow. That's amazing.
So they had this lucky ring, or not lucky ring, it's not a charm. But they had this official ring, or as we call it, the state ring. I had the state ring since 2009. And this is from the Holy See.
Wow. That's amazing. You do so much. What's your web address? I wanted to check it out too.
There's
think
two.
I read on
For
your
the
website. What did I go on your
For
website?
US Burn is www.usburn.org.
Okay. US Burn.
Uh-huh.
Burns or Burn?
Burn.
usburn.org.
Yeah. And then for my UN agency, it is www.off.
Oh, okay. Is that the other one that I took the thing wrong? OFSUN?
Yeah, OFFUN.us. Yeah.
Because I wanted to like to see the list of stuff that you do.
Oh, definitely. The charity worries about the American citizens, hence its name, and in helping America. I strongly believe in order to do work overseas, you have to take care of home first. And so
Definitely.
that's what that does over there. The U.S. Burn doesn't feel it's take care of home first. The Office of the Commissioner for Burns deals with the rural community as a whole
Yeah.
and what it can do to assist the world's people of 193 countries and beyond.
That's very good.
So,
Very good. I might call you while I'm writing all this stuff. I might have to call you too. But after I finish writing this stuff too, I'm gonna send it to you to verify that I got everything, all the information, or if I miss a couple
no
stuff.
problem at all. And I'm going to have the protocol chief reach out to you too. She can be helpful. Her name is Princess Cantrell. And my office is basically like its own small government. And a governmental meaning you're an organization within itself, but you're an organization within the government. And we have the first 4 or 5 member states that made up the Office of the Commissioner for Burns. And then we moved on to additional, I forget the total number. But it's like I have myself, I'm a deputy commissioner. Then we have a new appointment, the deputy commissioner for foreign affairs, my assistant commissioners. But then one of my assistant commissioners is the protocol chief. The protocol chief supposed to help facilitate the relations between our office and or the administration in regards to other places. And then if they have a protocol chief, they meet and then they come up with this streamlined pathway to make everything more accessible, make things work, that type of thing. To also do with enforcing our policies as well as honoring the policies of others. But then they are also my official spokesperson. So this office is like being the head of your own government in this way.
Oh, okay.
The Holy See, which is the Vatican, they are an IGO as well. The UN is an IGO, which is an intergovernmental organization, so it's its own form of government and the processes of working with other governments. And it works.
Yeah.
I get to help people. I get to go to sleep knowing that somewhere around the world
making a difference.
exactly making a difference.
Yeah.
So
That's very commendable.
that's what works.
Yeah.
That's what we try. At least we hope it works.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it has to. At least that you're making a small dent in in changing the world, making a difference, making this world a little more livable. So I'm going through my notes. I took notes although I recorded, but I'm like.
I was never good at note taking. I hated note taking in school. I used to have someone who would do my notes for me in school.
That's crazy, right? Because you have to catch up. Especially if the professor's going
a mile a minute.
Really fast. It's like, oh my god, slow down. Yeah, I think I missed that course. When you go in college, like the orientation, I think they teach you how to take notes, writing this stuff in instead of saying writing hospital, you'll be like HOSP that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like
shorthand.
Yeah.
My mom used to be a lawyer, and she would write shorthand, and it was like, wow. She knows what it meant. Everyone else was like, this is garbage.
That comes handy.
Yeah, I got some of her stuff back.
Did you remember? Has she ever been to the camp?
Yeah, she came once.
Did she? Maybe I was in at camp that year.
She came when it first started, 94.
Oh, so yeah, I started going in 98.
Right, she died in 98. She was already
She passed
buried.
away?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
She went in March 6th of 98, passed away April 7th of 98.
Oh my gosh. What
And
did she have?
a massive butterfly brain tumor,
Oh my god.
which no one knew she had until after the fact. But I didn't start going back to Camp Susquehanna until 04, 05. 05 is when I started going back.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I got in a fight with Richard Smith. Well, he threatened me. And
Wait, you're talking about Rich or somebody else?
Rich, the camper.
Rich? Oh, what, a camper or?
Yeah, he was a camper like I was.
Oh.
But from North Philadelphia. And he basically has the attitude the world can kiss his ass because of his burns.
Oh my gosh.
And he was a bully. But instead of the camp dealing with the bully issue, they get rid of the person that they shouldn't get rid of.
Ah.
And assistance.
So they banned you from going?
They banned me from going, and when I started the charity, I was everyone's hero again.
Ah.
Then, like, I'm there, and we had, unfortunately, a gay camper come. And one of the campers are making fun of this gay camper. Instead of getting rid of the disciplinarian problem, they get rid of the gay camper.
Oh my god.
So it's like, how can you justify that? How do you allow the bully to win against someone
I know.
who's burned, who's disabled, and happens to be gay? And the kid's only 11, 12. So that may change, but now you're exercising them. So now you're telling
Oh
them
my god.
because he's this particular way that he's not welcome in society.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's like, it's so sad because, like, you know, he should be, you know, embraced and welcome in that, you know, in that environment, which is like an environment of burn survivors,
Yes.
you know. That's where you should get the most support. And, you know, like, that's where he gets rejected. I mean, like, seriously. How do you expect that you know, that kid to make it, you know?
And how do you know that didn't cause him to go home and kill himself or something like that? They didn't even check.
Exactly.
No one heard from the kid at all. And it's like,
Oh my god.
these are the issues that I'm faced with every single day. And now you take this single issue and you 10 times that, or you 20 times it. And then you say, that's the world we live in today. These are the issues that are most pressing. These are the issues that, again, just repeat the same thing over and over again. These are the issues that come across my desk each and every single day.
That's crazy.
And I get so many complaints. I get so many, when I am meeting with my intelligence officer, either through web conferencing or secure phone, and then going over the daily brief or the security briefing, we talk about these issues. When I'm talking with my deputy commissioner or my deputy commissioner for foreign affairs, these are some of the issues that come up. And it's like, what do you do to make this a better place to live in? What do you do to make it for the next generation?
Yeah.
And what do you do to preserve the rights of those who are burned and disabled and preventing them from having them violated in the first place? And when these rights are these, not these God-given rights and then these applicable laws-given rights, what do you do when they are violated?
I know.
And they're violated by the government that's supposed to protect you.
Exactly.
What do you
That's
do?
why it gets like so sad and frustrating at the same time, you know? It's like, where do you go to? Like, who do you go to? Like, you know, when it's like, you know, the person who's like, you know, causing the problem is the one who's like at the top. It's like,
Right. Where do you go?
where do you go?
Exactly.
I tell you.
And that's the world we live in, and unfortunately, I wish there was more we can do.
I know.
But we keep cutting away at it. It's little by little by little.
Exactly. You know, just bring awareness to it, you know? Because a lot of people are, you know, not educated on, you know, all those things that are happening.
Or they choose not to be educated. They choose to turn it, like,
Yeah.
in the sense of Nazism and the Holocaust. I'm told the Americans made the what is it? The Unified Force made the people who lived around Alcatraz go back and see the prison and see the Holocaust camp or concentration camp, because there's no way in hell those people did not know what was going on, living right next door to it.
Exactly.
And my same token, I try to teach people, not preach, but teach and show by example that this is the way it should be done. Life should be like this. We shouldn't sit there and turn a blind eye and say, oh, it's not happening to us, therefore we shouldn't matter. My mom used to say something like, someone from the Jewish population stated once, you know, it happened to me, or I seen it happening and didn't go. I seen that happen, didn't go. I seen that happen, didn't go. Now it's happening to me and there's no one to help.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy.
Yes.
You know, it's like, you know, when there's no one to help, it's either we just, you know, like, we just sit down and accept it, or, you know, we just, like, rise up and do something.
Like an example for the Trayvon murder. It is a murder. It's a modern day lynching. Should never happen.
Exactly, it is.
But if it wasn't for the family, the mother and the father being so adamant that something be done, to this day, Zimmerman be walking around on the streets enjoying life, and Trayvon be 6 feet under. Only thing they would chalk up and saying, well, there's another one of those people born. Well, this is one less person, one of those people we have to worry about.
So that's something.
And so I was happy that Sharpton got involved, and his group got behind the family and made it an outreach that, you know, this shouldn't have happened and you need to do more. I'm glad they forced that police chief out, because from the get-go you can tell he was a racist.
Oh.
And it's like...
It's like they don't think, like, you know, it's like his life didn't matter.
Right.
It's like...
And mad at that, Zimmerman had the stand your ground law, which I absolutely think is a complete waste of time. Because you can kill anyone and then claim that and then get away with it.
I know.
Now, if it was one of us who shot Zimmerman, we wouldn't have stand your ground.
And that is story.
You'd be in jail. You wouldn't have the
for
rights.
Life.
Yes.
They'll be in there for life, and that's what aggravates me. The fact that, you know, people get different treatments for the same crime. I mean, like, how is that just? You know?
Like, I watched court TV yesterday doing paperwork, and yesterday was like my off day, but I got to go watch court TV and do all the kind of paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And the murderer, the millionaire, I think Johnson or something like that, it's out on $700 million or $7 million bond, but was already convicted and sentenced to 15 years of jail or 16 years of prison time for DUI and vehicular homicide. But yet, because he was a rich guy, he was out on $7 million bail and on house arrest.
Oh, isn't that something?
But yet, and that's that. If it was one of us, we'd be sitting in jail, wouldn't have the ability to do any of that.
Oh, forget it.
To come out and be out of jail and then go into jail, basically when you choose to go into jail.
Isn't that something? I tell you.
And this world shouldn't be about who has what. It should be about what we can do to help one another.
Yeah. That's the bottom line.
As you see, my job is never ending. And I got into this to be a humanitarianist, and more it's like you're a politician.
Yeah, it's like when that ends intertwined.
And I said I feel more and more like being a politician than I do anything else.
That's something, I tell you.
Well, and we'll get that.
I mean, you know.